The drone world is buzzing again. This time, it's all about the DJI Mini 5 Pro. Leaks have started to surface, and the details look very interesting. We may not have the full official pricing for the drone itself yet, but we do have some key information on the accessories. And in many ways, the accessories are just as important as the drone. Why? Because they directly affect how you fly, how long you can fly, and how much money you'll spend in the long run. So let's take it step by step. In this first section, we'll focus entirely on the leaked accessory prices, how they compare to the previous generation, and what this tells us about DJI's strategy. We'll also break down what each accessory means for everyday drone pilots. By the end, you'll see how DJI is changing the balance between affordability and premium costs. Introduction to the leaks. The latest information comes from trusted sources in the drone community. One of the most well-known names in the leak scene, Jasper Ellens, has dropped a list of what appears to be the accessory pricing for the DJI Mini 5 Pro. While none of this is confirmed by DJI yet, the information feels reliable. And even if some numbers shift slightly, the overall direction is clear. We already know that the Mini 5 Pro will come in two main versions. First, the standard combo. Second, the Fly More combo, which includes more batteries and the RC2 controller. This has been DJI's formula for a while, so it's not surprising. But what matters here is the pricing structure behind the batteries, hubs, filters, propellers, and protection plans. Because together, these shape the real cost of ownership. Battery pricing, a big change. Let's begin with the most exciting part of the leak, batteries. For drone pilots, flight time is everything. More flight time means more opportunities to capture the perfect shot. It also means less stress, since you don't have to constantly watch the battery percentage tick down. That's why batteries are always at the center of attention. Now here's the good news. DJI appears to be lowering battery prices for the Mini 5 Pro. That's a big shift compared to past models. The standard intelligent flight battery used to cost $99 on the Mini 4 Pro. For the Mini 5 Pro, the leaked price shows just $69. That's about a 30% drop. For many drone owners, this is a huge relief. Batteries are one of the first things people buy extras of, and the cost adds up quickly. By lowering the price, DJI makes it easier for people to pick up multiple batteries without breaking the bank. Then there's the Plus battery. On the Mini 4 Pro, this larger capacity option was priced at $145. For the Mini 5 Pro, leaks show it coming down to $99. Once again, that's a significant saving. With this battery, you can enjoy much longer flight times. The trade-off, of course, is that the Plus battery pushes the drone's weight over the 249-gram threshold. That means it may no longer fall under certain regulatory categories. Pilots will need to check their local drone laws to see how this affects them. But still, even with that drawback, many drone users will find the longer flight time too good to ignore. At $99, the Plus battery feels like a bargain compared to what it offered before. For spares, replacements, or even just stocking up for long shooting sessions, the lower price will be welcomed. This is a clear signal. DJI wants people to fly longer. They don't want users to hold back because of expensive batteries. By lowering the entry point for flight time upgrades, DJI is making the Mini 5 Pro more attractive for hobbyists, travelers, and content creators. Charging hub and filters. Now, let's move on to the charging hub. If you've flown drones before, you know how quickly the charging situation can become a headache. Charging one battery at a time is slow and inefficient, especially when you're out on location and time is limited. That's where the hub comes in. The leaked price for the Mini 5 Pro charging hub is $49. That feels fair. It's not dramatically cheaper or more expensive than before, but it's positioned as an affordable and essential add-on. For many buyers, this will be a must-have purchase. The ability to rotate through multiple batteries smoothly can make or break a shooting session. Next, filters. Every drone photographer and videographer knows the importance of ND filters. They help balance light, reduce glare, and make footage look cinematic. Without them, you often end up with overexposed shots, especially in bright sunlight. For the Mini 5 Pro, the ND filter set is priced at $55. Again, this is pretty standard. But here's where it gets interesting. The filter strengths are different from the Mini 4 Pro. On the Mini 5 Pro, the kit includes ND8, ND32, and ND128. By comparison, the Mini 4 Pro kit included ND16, ND64, and ND256. What does this mean? Well, it suggests that DJI is tuning the filter range for different shooting conditions. The absence of ND256 in the Mini 5 Pro kit might disappoint some professionals who shoot in extremely bright conditions. But for most users, the included strength should be enough to cover a wide range of environments. It's a small but telling adjustment. Propellers and propeller guard. Now comes the part that stings a little. Propellers. The leaked price shows a sharp increase. On the Mini 4 Pro, a set of propellers cost just $9. For the Mini 5 Pro, the price jumps to $19. That's more than double. Why would DJI do this? There are a few possible reasons. One is material quality. If the new propellers are more durable, quieter, or more efficient, that could justify the higher price. Another possibility is a redesigned quick-release system, which makes attaching and detaching propellers easier. Convenience often comes at a cost. Then there's the propeller guard. On the Mini 4 Pro, the guard alone was priced at $29. For the Mini 5 Pro, the leaked price shows $69. That sounds like a big jump, but this time the package includes both the guard and propellers. So in a way, DJI is bundling protection with consumables. It's not just about raising the price, it's about reshaping the value of the kit. Still, it's clear that consumables like props and guards are becoming more expensive. And that may frustrate some buyers. After all, propellers are the parts most likely to break in a crash or even after heavy use. A higher price means higher replacement costs. DJI Care Refresh. Let's talk about DJI Care Refresh. This is DJI's extended warranty and protection plan. It covers accidental damage and offers replacement units when things go wrong. For drone pilots, it can be a lifesaver. According to the leaks, the one-year Care Refresh plan for the Mini 5 Pro looks about the same as before. No surprises there. But the 2-year plan is where things get interesting. The leaks suggest that the 2-year option is actually cheaper than what we saw on the Mini 4 Pro. Why would DJI lower the long-term coverage price? One reason could be confidence. If DJI believes the Mini 5 Pro is more reliable, they might feel comfortable offering longer protection at a lower cost. Another reason could be strategy. By making the 2-year plan more attractive, DJI encourages users to commit to their ecosystem for longer. Once you've paid for 2 years of coverage, you're less likely to switch to a competitor. Whatever the reason, the result is positive for buyers. More affordable coverage means more peace of mind. And that could be a deciding factor for new drone pilots who are worried about accidents. DJI's overall pricing strategy. So, what's the big picture here? What do these leaks tell us about DJI's direction with the Mini 5 Pro? It seems clear that DJI is shifting the cost balance. Essential upgrades like batteries and charging hubs are becoming cheaper. Consumables like propellers and guards are becoming more expensive. This isn't random. It's a deliberate strategy. By lowering the cost of batteries, DJI is encouraging people to fly longer. More flight time means more engagement, more content creation, and more satisfaction. Happy users are more likely to stay loyal to the brand and recommend it to others. At the same time, by raising the cost of consumables, DJI ensures steady revenue from replacements. Propellers wear out. Guards get damaged. These are repeat purchases. And DJI knows that serious pilots will pay for quality and safety. So in the end, DJI is balancing affordability and profitability. They're lowering barriers for beginners while still keeping consumable revenue strong. It's a smart play. Closing thoughts on Section 1. To wrap up this first section, let's recap. The leaks suggest that the DJI Mini 5 Pro will bring cheaper batteries, affordable hubs, and slightly adjusted filter sets. At the same time, it introduces pricier propellers and propeller guards. Care refresh coverage also looks more attractive for long-term users. Together, these changes show us that DJI is fine-tuning its ecosystem. They want to make flying more accessible while still ensuring strong business from replacements and add-ons. Of course, these are still leaks. Nothing is official until DJI publishes the details. But if the numbers hold true, the Mini 5 Pro could be one of the most balanced and consumer-friendly drones we've seen from DJI in recent years. And that's where we'll leave Section 1. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into how this pricing strategy positions the Mini 5 Pro in the market, how it compares to its competition, and what it means for different types of drone pilots.